Oh my God, did you hear the news? Riots in the streets of Iran, bloodshed in the streets of Ukraine, civil unrest in the streets of America, hurricanes. Bro, it's more serious than all of that. They banned a Canadian John on TikTok, so he started a new account, and this is it. Out of all the content to get banned on TikTok, why the hell would they ban someone who simply gives news updates? I don't know, bro. Probably because they don't want people informed. Plus, you don't dance very well. Join me here for news updates and other sort of informative content. Yeah! Gee Willikers, did you hear the news? You must be referring to the missile which North Korea just launched over Japan in what can only be seen as a major escalation as worldwide tensions hang in the balance. Or perhaps you're referring to the Russian nuclear sub armed with a doomsday weapon, which has recently disappeared from an Arctic harbor. I mean, both those things sound horrifying, but no, it's not what I'm talking about. Elon Musk's pro-Putin peace plan? 125 dead in an 125 people dead in an Indonesian soccer riot? Donald Trump filing an election-related lawsuit against CNN? Nope. Well, what are you referring to then? Just that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau bungee jumped from the highest drop in Canada. Isn't that so cool? That's a pretty steep fall. Almost as steep as Canada's economy, am I right? Rise and shine! You hear the news, Big Poppy, or what? You must be referring to satellite footage of the Russian military moving equipment belonging to a nuclear weapons unit. A move which analysts say can only be seen as a clear and stark warning to the Western world. Meanwhile, despite some victories for the Ukrainian army as they battle to take back southern regions of their annexed country, the capital city of Kiev prepares evacuation centers in the wake of real, legitimate nuclear threat. No, bro. No. Huge explosion at a South Korean airbase? Half the country of Bangladesh losing power last night? Nah, my guy. Apparently Kanye West wore a White Lives Matter shirt last night. It's crazy. Did you hear a word I just said? Nuclear war is coming and you're talking about Kanye West? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills! Oh my God, did you hear? Did you hear the news? Are you referring to the gunman who killed 38 people at a child care center in Thailand, including over 24 children? That's absolutely terrible, but no. You must be referring to the fact that Russia and OPEC have agreed to cut worldwide oil supply by over 2 million barrels a day. This blatant market tampering will surely cause oil prices to spike, making the everyday life even harder for everyday people worldwide. Ukrainian apartment buildings bombarded with fresh Russian missile strikes? Mexican mayor assassinated in town hall massacre? Jesus Christ, what the hell is wrong with this world? So is that what you were referring to then? Nah, bro. Apparently the vape company Juul is going bankrupt. They're gonna have to pry my vape from my cold dead hands. Vape Nation for life! Heyo! You hear the news, Big Ticket, or what? Of course, but it depends. Which explosion are you referring to? Are you talking about the explosion in Crimea that blew up a bridge, killed 3 people, and has Putin stating that that was a declaration of war? Or perhaps you're referring to the explosion at a petrol station in Northern Ireland, which has left 10 people, including 2 teenagers and a child, dead. Or perhaps you're referring to the car explosion in the capital of Iraq yesterday, which left 1 person dead and 3 others injured. Nah. A sex-fueled, drug-induced Hockey Canada scandal? What's going on up there in Canada? No good. Anyways, Joe Biden just pardoned thousands of people with simple marijuana possession charges. That's actually excellent news. Yeah, but he probably only did that so those people will vote for him. Oh my God, did you hear the news? Yes, I heard about the Russian missile attack on Zaporizhzhia, killing 17 and leaving dozens others wounded. Meanwhile, thousands of Russian refugees scramble over the borders into Kazakhstan as they attempt to escape Putin's conscription for the ongoing war. Nah. You must be referring to the fact that thousands and maybe millions of Florida homeowners did not have a home flooding insurance policy and will not be receiving any compensation for their homes. I mean, that sounds pretty typically American, but no, that's not what I'm talking about. 2 toddlers mauled to death by family dogs? And yes, they were pit bulls. Oh, not the little pit bulls. Justin Bieber canceling world tour due to health concerns? Yeah, that was it actually. Also released the Ghislaine Maxwell list. Release the list. Oh my God.
Oh, did you hear the news, bro? Did you hear?
Oh, sure. You mean the fresh round of Russian missile strikes across Ukraine, including the capital of Kiev, in which the embassy of Germany was struck? Or perhaps you're referring to the pending complete economic collapse of the United Kingdom as citizens refuse to pay their energy bills. No, but I could get on board with the not paying bills thing. Gotcha. You must be referring to the fact that North Korea just confirmed it was testing nuclear missiles. Nuclear. Or maybe you're referring to the government helicopter in Myanmar which opened fire on a school, killing 13. Nah, bro. Kanye West got banned from Twitter and Instagram for trying to incite a holy war with the Jews. Well, I guess that might hurt his presidential bid for 2024, am I right?
Oh, hey there, bud. You hear the news?
Oh, are you talking about the flooding and subsequent landslides that left 33 people dead in Nepal? No. Oh, I got you. You're talking about the increasingly bloody and brutal crackdowns on protesters by the Iranian government. No. Right. You're talking about the Kerala murders, in India, where 2 women were tortured and murdered in a ritualistic human sacrifice? No. But that is fucked up, though. The fact that Russia just blew up about a third of Ukraine's energy infrastructure in 2 days? No. Growing tensions between the United States and Saudi Arabia? Nah. Well, what are you talking about then? Angela Lansbury died. Bummer. I guess that's all she wrote. Did you hear the news? Are you referring to the stark warning from Russia that if Ukraine joins NATO, that will be the beginning of World War III? Or are you referring to the fact that there is increasing evidence that aliens may have nuked the planet Mars? That alien shit's pretty cool, but nah, that's not what I'm talking about. Saudi Arabia sentencing 3 men to death for refusing to evacuate their homes so that a new age sci-fi type of city can be built in their place. No. 5 dead at North Carolina mass shooting? Or are you referring to the fact that Elon Musk is asking the Pentagon for help in providing SpaceX satellite technology to Ukraine? I know all that shit sounds super important. None of it matters compared to this. What is it then? It's gray sweatpants season. Let's go! Just kidding. Don't objectify me. Holy Toledo. Did you hear the news? Are you referring to the 3-year-old Egyptian girl who was beaten and burned to death by her father for opening the refrigerator door without permission? No, but fuck that guy for real. Alex Jones being ordered by the court to pay nearly $1 billion to Sandy Hook families in a move which is clearly meant to bankrupt Jones and his company InfoWars in what some are calling a direct assault on freedom of speech. He's going to have to sell a lot of supplements, but no. Are you referring to the 2 police officers who were shot and killed in a small town in Canada responding to a disturbance call? Or are you referring to the confirmed serial killer in Stockton, California, with police tying the man, or woman, but let's be real, it's obviously a man, tying him to 5 murders already? Ah, bro, Blake Shelton's leaving The Voice. End of an era. Who the fuck is Blake Shelton?
Oh, hey bud, you hear the news or what?
You must be referring to the shooting in Belgorod at a Russian training ground where gunmen opened fire on the trainees, killing 11. The gunmen were also killed in the exchange.
Nope.
You must be referring to the Israeli company Redefined Meat, which aims to sell the public 3D printed steaks en masse.
How the hell do you print a steak? But no, not what I'm talking about.
China's president stating to Congress that he is determined to take Taiwan.
This coming only days after the White House and Joe Biden put out a statement declaring that they do not recognize Taiwan as a sovereign state. Or are you referring to the fact that Kanye West's social media followers actually went up since the anti-Semitic remarks?
Nah, bro, the actor who played Hagrid in Harry Potter died.
No good sitting and worry about it. What's coming will come and we'll meet it when it does. Ah!
Oh, hey, bruv. You hear the news?
Are you referring to the resignation of the United Kingdom's Prime Minister, Liz Truss, proving that she could not, in fact, outlast a head of lettuce? Then, of course, we have the hydraulic dam in Kherson Oblast, in Ukraine, which has been wired by the Russian military to explode and flood the surrounding areas. Or the fact that Russia and China have been stockpiling gold in order to launch a new currency, which will send shockwaves through the American economy. Don't forget about the major internet cable in the south of France, which was sabotaged this week, causing data disruption for millions worldwide. Yet another infrastructure disruption and a series of unfortunate accidents throughout Europe. Also this. Man, Elon Musk says he's going to shit can 75% of the staff at Twitter. But I thought he was a man of the people.
Hey bro, you hear the news in America?
Sure. Are you referring to the Chinese police station discovered in New York, as well as Toronto, Paris, and many other Western nations, key cities? Or maybe you're referring to the radioactive waste found at a Missouri elementary school. That's concerning. Of course, we have the capturing of the Stockton serial killer, which is good news. Or maybe you're referring to the billions of snow crabs which have vanished off the shores of Alaska, with scientists claiming they have no clue as to why this is happening. Oh, don't forget about the 15-year-old boy who killed 5 in a shooting rampage over the weekend. Nah, my guy. Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez posed together for a photo. Finally, a win for the Biebs.
Yo, what's up my guy? You hear the news?
Oh, what? That the world is facing yet another catastrophic economic collapse as Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank are nearing financial insolvency? The failure of either of these banks will have massive ramifications on the worldwide economy. And all we can do is sit back as yet again our well-being hangs in the balance, thanks to a legalized gambling system disguised as banking.
Nah bro, what the fuck are you even talking about?
You must be referring to the North Korean warplanes, which were conducting staged bombing drills after firing another couple of ballistic missiles into the sea. Isn't it kind of funny that they just keep firing missiles into the sea at each other? Anyways, 82 protesters killed in bloody crackdown in Iran? No, bro. Tom Brady and Giselle are getting a divorce. Somebody better run some pass interference on Pete Davidson, am I right?
Oh, good day bud, you hear the news or what?
You must be referring to the fresh wave of Russian attacks on Ukraine, including Iranian kamikaze drone strikes on Kiev, the capital. Iranian kamikaze drone strike sounds like a sick name for a metal band, actually. But no, not what I'm talking about. You must be referring to the 600 people who have died so far in the worst flooding that Nigeria has seen in over a decade. Or are you talking about the fact that over 7 billion snow crabs have been effectively extinguished from the waters surrounding Alaska? This unprecedented ecological disaster has forced Alaska to cancel its snow crab harvest season for the first time in history. Nuclear Holocaust Ukrainian orgy plans?
What the fuck? No, bro. Kanye West says he's gonna buy Parler.
Well, at least I'll have somewhere to go when TikTok bans me. Yo, bro, you hear the news or what? You must be referring to the chaos which has been ongoing for months in Haiti as armed gangs have taken the main port of the country hostage as it continues to battle with government entities. As hunger and fuel shortages reach catastrophic levels in the country, the United Nations has passed a referendum in order to impose tough sanctions and form a committee to address the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Haiti. Nah, that's not what I'm talking about, but I'm sure those UN sanctions will work. You must be referring to the climate protesters who have disgraced yet another piece of historical art, this time violating a Monet painting with mashed potatoes. You know what they say, more Monet, more problems. But nah. Or are you referring to the fact that Russia has pulled its generals out of the Kherson region and is accusing the United States of nuclear provocation? Nah, bro, Demi Lovato changed her pronouns back to she, her. That's funny, I thought we were all just hunks of evolved bacteria that defecates.
Johnny, did you hear the news?
Are you referring to the mounting debt accumulating in the United States as consumers are forced to turn to their credit in order to pay for things such as groceries and fuel? Or maybe you're referring to the woman who escaped her kidnapper in Missouri. More good news out of Missouri, I see. Anyways, this woman, only known as TJ, has claimed there are multiple victims as police continue to investigate. The kidnapper has been named as one Timothy Hazlitt. And of course, Donald Trump has been subpoenaed to testify at the January 6th committee. Meanwhile, his buddy Steve Bannon has been sentenced to 4 months in jail. What about the ABC News journalist who's gone missing after he became targeted as a potential whistleblower?
Taylor Swift's Midnight Blake Spotify record.
Slay Queen. Hashtag boss girl status.
What's up, bro? Did you hear the news?
You must be referring to the Forgotten War. Actually, you're probably not, considering it's forgotten. The Forgotten War in Tigray, Ethiopia, where over 1 million troops are currently in active battle.
Or maybe you're referring to the 36 missiles fired by Russia at Ukraine in the last 24 hours, leaving 1.5 Ukrainians without power. That's literally the first I'm hearing about that Ethiopian war, but must be talking about French President Macron accusing the United States of a double standard as it sells fuel cheap to their own citizens while jacking the price for the European Union.
Or are you referring to the fact that TikTok has denied that the app can be used to track U.S. citizens?
Oh yeah, TikTok's definitely not tracking us. No, Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde were spotted at a concert together.
Watermelon sugar pie! Oh, hey bro, you hearing the news?
You must be referring to the fact that the United States is on the verge of running out of diesel fuel with only 25 days left in its supply storage. And with winter coming right around the corner, I certainly hope your home is insulated well.
Or maybe you're referring to the woman from Iowa who claims her father was a serial killer, murdering 50 to 70 women, forcing her and her siblings to help dispose of the bodies.
50 to 70, huh? Rookie numbers.
Then, of course, you have the bombing of an outdoor concert by military jets in Myanmar, killing 80 innocent civilians.
Nah, bro. Apparently Kanye West got escorted by security out of the Skechers head office. Mask off, am I right? You better keep on running right down to Reebok. Oh, hey, bud. You hear the news? Oh, what? That you've already eaten all the Halloween candy that was supposed to be for the trick-or-treaters tomorrow night? No. You must be referring to the pedestrian bid. Fuck. You must be referring to the pedestrian bridge which collapsed in India's western state of Gujarat, sending hundreds of civilians plunging into the Makchu River and killing at least 60. Or maybe you're referring to the twin blast which rocked Somalia's capital city this morning, leaving hundreds dead, including mothers with babies clutched in their arms, according to authorities. That's tragic, but no, not what I'm talking about. Are you talking about the 78-year-old woman in Arizona who was arrested by authorities for feeding the homeless? Bro, there's this TikToker going viral for making jewelry out of semen and breast milk. Do you think she's looking for brand ambassadors?
Oh, hey, bud. You hear the news or what?
You must be referring to the fact that the United States will be deploying nuclear-capable B-52 bombers to Australia as tensions with Russia continue to rise. Or maybe you're referring to the fact that the Mississippi has reached record-level lows as droughts continue to sweep across the United States. These low levels in the Mississippi River are having a catastrophic effect on food supply chain issues, with reports of massive piles of produce spoiling on the shores of the Mississippi as we speak. I honestly didn't even know there was a drought in the United States, bro. So no, that's not what I'm talking about. You must be referring to the drastic decline in fertilizer production thanks to skyrocketing gas prices. Farmers now look forward to 2023 with grim realization they may not have fertilizer for their crops. That sounds really bad, but no, Americans spent more on Halloween candy than they ever have before. Candy is the new currency.